It's Good Talk with Luke Taylor, and it's your host, it's Maya Sharma.
Hey guys, good to see you. Welcome to Good Talk with Luke Taylor. First off, Luke Taylor, the man, the myth, behind me. Also, Elijah and the Conservative Boys, partially behind him. We have got an awesome show for you. First up, we've got Cate Battey from the Wilder Voice here to talk about the student survey. And then next, we've got Matt Segall here to prepare food for us. Yes! For me, mostly for me, but to prepare food. And last, we've got Clayton Keith here to sing with the Conservative Boys, which is very exciting. So a very exciting show, but I do feel like I need to address, what's happening. I'm standing up here right now. And basically, if you remember from last week, we were up for a spot at KLX, Cleveland Public Access Television. We did not get the spot. Whole Milk, unfortunately, got the spot, our rivals over at Kenyon. But all is not lost, because KLX has reached out to us to let us know that they're interested in giving us a different sort of spot, so long as we make a couple of changes to the show. So, the first of which, this is now, as opposed to being a late-night talk show, this is now a daytime talk show. So if you guys could just kind of suspend your disbelief for a second and imagine it's the daytime, that would be great. Second, because it's a daytime talk show, we're sticking to formula, so there will be commercial breaks throughout. Do not be disoriented, they're planned. And lastly, as you can probably tell, they were interested in me hosting. Thank you. With Luke acting as a co-host. And I know that can be maybe throw you guys off a little bit, but just so you know, here at Good Talk, we're on the same page here. We all believe this is a really, really awesome opportunity. So there's really nothing to worry about. So Luke, do you have anything you want to add?
I'm fine. They put me in a suit.
Oh yeah, they thought it made him look more approachable.
That's fine. I'm fine.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm excited.
Good.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Exactly.
So, but first we're going to go to a commercial break, but right after that we'll be back with Cate Battey and our panel. Oh my God.
Sometimes life can be unexpected.
Every day's a new day.
It can be hard to do it all on your own.
New situations can be awkward. I like to have something I can rely on.
Introducing Pot for Women. Pot for Women is the same fun THC boost you would find in regular pot, but now for women.
When I use Pot for Women, the only munchies I crave are probiotics.
When I use Pot for Women, I get instant bedroom eyes.
When I use Pot for Women, I feel like a dumpling.
Side effects include sleepiness, drowsiness, hunger, forgetting about your period, heightened interest in diva cups, strong desire to watch Broad City Girls and March of the Penguins, and lengthy conversations about feminism. Pot for Women. Imagine the possibilities.
All right, so first I'd like to invite our panel to the stage. That's Taylor and Sophie. Oh, and yeah, Luke, if you wouldn't mind, just there was a chair. We placed a chair there for you. If you. Great. And then next, Cate Battey from Wilder Voice. Thank you. Here we go. Hello.
Okay, okay.
Situated here. So cute. Alrighty. Where's the mic? It's over here. Okay.
We're very excited to be here.
Happy to have you.
It's great to be here.
This is one of our favorite things to do together.
Yes.
This is for
Drinking and
Thank
talking.
you. Here, I'm gonna just touch you for a
Oh
second.
my God.
Thank
It's a
you.
Wilder Voice.
The Wilder Voice, everybody.
Very nice. Well, okay, we're so excited you're here.
Thanks for having me.
And so if you just want to start by giving people an idea of what the Wilder Voice does, yeah, just for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, sure. So, The Wilder Voice is a student magazine that focuses on long-form journalism, nonfiction journalism, but we also publish fiction and poetry and art. It actually started as the Journal of Proper Thought, but we changed it after a couple of years. We didn't know what that meant. Yeah. So now it's The Wilder Voice.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very nice. And we were interested in what makes it different than, I don't know, the review, or I don't know, at one of those kinds.
Yeah, one of those. It makes it different from those because each semester you can submit a proposal and you'll get an editor who will edit it with you. So it's sort of like an interactive process instead of just submitting something and then getting it accepted or not.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. And those partnerships actually exist over a long period of time, and
Yeah.
they're
So
pieces
it's
develop
yeah.
that
So
way.
they're published each semester. So you have your editor and writer relationship for a semester. You can be friends afterward. It's not common though.
Oh no.
So I'm wondering about the types of pieces that are submitted. I don't write poetry, but I do write things, and I
Yeah.
was wondering, sort of the if you could speak to the diversity of submissions.
Sure. So it'll vary. You know, it'll depend what we get. This issue we have an article on neoliberalism. We have a piece on the Guatemalan genocide, a photo essay. We have one on sex education. We have one on student debt. Yeah, so some nice light topics. Good stuff.
But it's also a fun magazine, right?
It's definitely, it can be fun, yeah.
Well, for example, the student survey is pretty fun.
Oh, yes, the student survey.
It's a hot
juicy.
topic.
We
It is
love the
juicy.
survey.
You love the survey.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big fans. Big
It's a good survey.
We did have some questions, though, or
Yeah.
comments or questions. We wanted to both ask questions and make comments on it.
That sounds perfect.
So here we're looking at last year's results, and we were interested. Let's see. Okay, here's something. Students who go to class drunk or high are more likely to think they are the smartest in the classroom.
Yes. That was a surprising statistic. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I understand that one a little bit.
I have to say, I feel as though
Yeah.
students who go to class drunk versus students who go to class high are maybe of a different caliber of student.
Yeah.
But for example, I go to class drunk.
And I would go to class high.
So according
But
to
we're
this
both very
survey, you would do worse and you would do better.
According to this.
According to the survey.
Well,
I want to see the numbers.
yeah.
I would love
I
to see
can
the
maybe
numbers
get
on
them
that.
for you.
Yeah, they're based on numbers, that's for sure.
I have a question / comment.
Yes.
So this part says students who take time off or go abroad have up to twice as many sexual partners as compared to those who do not.
Yeah.
Now I personally, from where I'm standing, I would have to disagree. See, I went abroad. Well, not abroad. I went
went to
away.
Chicago.
I went to Chicago. I'm scared of flying. And I went to Chicago and I came back and I was very sad and I didn't have any sex.
I'm really sorry.
We're all really sorry. Cheers to being sorry for Sophie. Cheers to being sorry for
sex.
Sophie. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, is there some kind of a statistical model that you're using, a formula or model of statistics that you would be using to do this kind of thing?
Yeah, we're using a really good, smart one. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That answers my question.
One of my personal favorites is all the different nicknames that people prefer for marijuana.
Yeah.
There's a list. Do you want to?
Yeah, actually, I think I
there's a
have
list.
that here. This was in this year's survey.
Yep.
It asked, what is your preferred euphemism for marijuana? Is it pot, Mary Jane, ganja, reefer, weed, bud, the dank, herb, or other?
I prefer other, but
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
there are so many others. There's tree, chronic, skunk, hash,
Yeah.
kush. Cook could be a new one. Babysitter, peace bloom, doobie, spliff.
And you're the one who went to class high, right?
I did.
Oh.
Taylor also reads a lot of books.
I know.
Love books. I read all the baby name books for pot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a question on this year's survey I was interested in. Do you feel guilty ever?
Yeah.
Because, some of the questions we've been addressing have been more frivolous in nature. This feels a little harder hitting, potentially in that it's a feeling that we associate with being hard to deal with.
Yes. To that, I would say it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good way to sort of gauge how people are feeling. I don't know. Guilt is a good one.
Guilt is a good one.
I, for one, have never felt guilt.
I feel it all the time. I would say just as there are different strains of marijuana, there are different strains of guilt.
Yeah.
I feel Jewish guilt most of the time, but also other types.
Well, I don't know. I don't think there was any. I guess the results aren't in yet, but I imagine there's not. Is there a religious correlation with guilt? I'm not sure.
We haven't done that, but we could add that to next year's issue.
You know, I read
Yeah.
in a book
Yeah?
that there is.
Oh. We don't need to do it.
Well, I know from personal experience that there is. So we agree.
Yes.
Let's see here. Got a couple more here I wanted to talk about. How true is this statement? I have a professional, quotes, I have a professional calling in life. Now, what is that? What's a professional calling in your opinion?
Professional calling could be a spiritual advisor, a talk show host,
Could
any
be.
and all. But I think it's just someone who feels like they're meant to do something. So we were trying to figure out if Oberlin students thought that they should be doing something or nothing at all.
Well, how would you two rate that? It's on a scale of 1 to 5. Do you have a professional calling in life?
I know that I'm very good at certain things, and I know I'm bad at other things. I don't know if that gives me a professional calling, but
Right.
it gives me a direction.
Definitely.
And I would say 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Taylor's a 6 on that
Would that
scale.
be connected to maybe this shocking statistic that 24.8% of students considering grad school are doing so for bragging rights?
It could be. It very well could be. We'd have to ask another question about that one to find out for sure.
Yeah, I saw that.
read
I also saw
something
that
about
on
that
the
once.
on this
How they
year's
could do
survey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. One last one I wanted to talk about. Oh, it's the one about graduate school.
I'm not going.
Luke, what did you think about the survey?
What?
Well, what did you think about the survey?
It's fine.
Oh.
Is he not approachable in that suit? He is looking very approachable.
Where's that cute Corman one?
Where is that Corman?
Corman will be here. So Kate, so when does this year's issue come out?
Yeah, so this year's issue is coming out in a week or two. It'll be out for senior week, hopefully. Yeah, you all should pick up a copy on your nearest mud tabletop. Yeah, it'll be good. And if you want to write, you should come to a general interest meeting next semester. Don't forget.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Ooh,
Awesome.
wow,
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Also, thank you to our panel. Corman, if you want to, thank you. Here we go. All right. So, after our panel leaves the stage, our next segment, thank you, Corbin. Our next segment is a very fun one, a super fun segment to film. I went to Cleveland with the crew and a dear friend, and we just explored and got acquainted with the lay of the land. I showed them some of my favorite spots in Cleveland, of which I have a few. So I showed those to the crew. So without further ado, here is the segment.
Hello, I'm Maya Sharma of Good Talk with Luke Taylor, and I'm here today in Cleveland to show you around. Right now, we are at the historic West Side Market. But this isn't my Cleveland. My Cleveland isn't about fancy foods and old buildings. It's about what's new, what's fresh, what's, well, me. So let's go take a look at what else this city has to offer besides this one building. We're here in Cleveland today, checking out some of my favorite spots in the area of the city. And I couldn't be happier to be here with my crew and also my friend Eli. Eli, why don't you come out here?
Oh, I'm so happy to be here with you,
So
Maya.
nice to see you,
Can't
Eli.
wait for our meal. It seems like a lovely day at a lovely restaurant.
We are about to eat at one of Cleveland's restaurants called Southside, the South Side on West 11th Street. And we're gonna go in and have a delicious brunch.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
So why don't you come on in and join us? Come on and join us. Come on and join us. I'm here with my good friend Gabe, who is a local Cleveland resident and also owner of the Bob Stop, which is a delightful little jazz club here in Hingetown. Isn't that right?
That is right. Thank you so much for coming and choosing this lovely neighborhood.
Oh, of course. I'm so excited. I can't wait to explore all the many shops and many different kinds of activities that there are to do here in Hingetown.
Yeah, and don't miss our big pencil.
Oh my God. Come on. This is one of my favorite spots in Cleveland. It's called the Dean Rufus House of Fun, located in Hingetown, Cleveland, USA. Let's go in and take ourselves a look. Ooh. I want to find you something here. I think this is where we'll find something.
This? Yeah, this is it. Is this the one?
This is one of my favorite boats in Cleveland. The Calumet, located right here in the water. Tea is full of antioxidants, which are good for you. And if I'm gonna get my antioxidants in Cleveland, I'm going to come to Cleveland, the Cleveland Tea Revival. Wasn't that much fun in Cleveland. Now we're back here in lovely, idyllic Oberlin, where it's raining. And, you know, I was just so happy to see all my friends, spend some time out in the big city. And I hope you enjoyed yourself too. Thanks for joining me and acquainting yourself with my Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, it's time for the
prize
wheel. Corbin, the prize
Yes!
wheel.
Yes! Yes! I am
Luke,
so
Luke,
excited,
Luke,
Maya.
Luke.
What?
Look, I was actually thinking that maybe we would let Corman take this one with me, just because, you know, it's a new format and he worked so hard for the show. So we were thinking that maybe Corman would do the segment with me. So.
What?
So we thought maybe Corman. We thought maybe Corman would do the segment with me. So if Taylor's here, if you can just get Luke off the stage, thank you. All right. Sorry, Luke, but we're excited for Corman. Corman, how you feeling? Yeah? Is that right? You need this? Here we go. Give it a second.
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corman. And who wants to spin the wheel? All right. You, come on and spin the wheel. Hi there, stand right here. And what's your name?
Clara Berger.
Here, hold the mic.
Maya, what are the prizes?
Oh, I didn't go over the prizes. Okay, here we go. First one up there is a good talk with Corman. Now, in that one, Corman will give you some advice about a problem you are having. Next, we've got Sleeveland, which is a Cleveland-themed T-shirt. Heartwarming applause. You'll come up on stage. We'll get the entire crowd to just give you applause. Ample Cameron is a Cameron-themed gift. Maya's favorite things, I'll give you one of my favorite things, one of my absolute favorite things, kind of self-explanatory. Look under your chair. Similar to an Oprah-style thing, something will be under a chair. And of course, Charlie's Island Getaway. Very exciting stuff. If you win Charlie's Island Getaway, you two will go on a trip together to a beach in Vermilion, which exists. And lastly, Diet Hornblair. Not gonna explain that one. You ready to spin the wheel? Yes, please. Cameron! All right, Corman, if you could get Ample Cameron for us.
I really wanted to go on the date with Charlie, though.
You know, hopefully someone else will have the pleasure. Corman, is there a problem? It's in the. All right, and this is a collage of pictures of Cameron Diaz. Alongside one picture of James Cameron holding many Oscars. If you want to just show that to the crowd. Perfect as a wall hanging or a coffee table.
Oh, this will be posted behind the scout. You guys can all see it.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, someone else. Hi. Eli. Friend of the show. Just gotta thank you for coming out to Cleveland. Of course. Here's the mic.
Oh, all right.
Now, why don't you give the wheel a spin? A good talk with Corman. All right, Corman, you ready? Do you want to go over and share the mic with Corman?
Well, I mean, I think you kind of have to start it with a problem.
All right. We had a great time in Cleveland together, and
No, that was Reed. We have a similar nose, I think, but
yeah. On second thought, you're right. That was Reed. Well, we're having great.
I was home.
Cool. Well, I had a great time with Reed. Anyway, you know. It
Do
was
you want to
fun.
ask Corman for some advice?
Yeah. Actually, I do. You know, I really like your glasses, and I was thinking of getting a new pair myself. Do you have any suggestions?
Okay. I would check drawers. I would check bureaus. Really, any holding area, place of the house that you are invading.
Amazing. Amazing.
We'll have a good pair of glasses, and you just have to search for your prescription in the.
Thank you, Corbin, and thank you,
Thank
Eli.
you. Next time I invade a house, I'll be sure to check.
Great. Thanks, Eli. All right, one more person. Let's go. You. Waving around in the back. All right, what's your name? Kyla, right?
I'm Kyla.
Totally.
Yeah, hi.
Great. Okay, give that wheel a spin. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we do it again?
Twice the charm.
Cleveland! All right, Corman, why don't you bring out our Cleveland-themed T-shirt? All right, and this is a T-shirt, I think referring to the Cavaliers 2010 championship.
It's my favorite sports
So that
team.
is now yours to hold forever. Thank you so much. All right, great. Corman the PA, everybody. Thank you, Corman. Okay. All right, I hope everyone's ready for our next segment. Luke, you want to take that? Also, you can come back on stage if you want.
Thank you.
I hope everyone's ready for our next segment. Matt Segall will be joining us to cook us something. It's a pretty tight setup over here.
Yeah.
We're just going to get you mic'd. In the meantime, let's take a look at what we've got. We've got a knife. And we've got a cutting board. Now, this is a very nice cutting board.
Okay, I think he's good.
Are you in?
Am I good?
Yeah.
Am I good?
Great.
Am I great? Am I
Thank you
excellent?
so much.
Am I amazing?
Great. Okay, so Matt, what are you planning on making us?
We're going to make a nice spring salad, a celebration of farmers market vegetables to celebrate the season. How about that?
Sounds good to me. Sounds delicious. Now that's a seems like a professional
It's
knife.
a quite sharp knife.
Yeah, I would be
Quite.
careful. Or at
I'm
least
very
I would be
careful.
careful if I was doing that.
I'm quite careful.
Okay.
Matt, I have a question. I don't really like salad. Will I like this one?
You will love this salad.
Great.
The deep flavors of the farm vegetables will blow your mind.
Okay.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. So why don't we just jump right in? So
Let's
what do we
dive
start
in.
with, Matt?
We're going to start by chopping this fabulous romaine lettuce I got down the street. at the farm nearby, the farm.
Uh-huh.
You know the farm that's nearby?
Many
it's
farms
the farm.
nearby.
Yes, yes. So we're gonna start by chopping that up real nice.
Oh.
It's gonna be a real good, nice chop. You know, you're gonna want a rough chop to
rough
expose
chop.
all the flavors to your tongue in a high surface area ratio. You're gonna want that.
Interesting.
Yes. You're just gonna want to chop for about 30 seconds. About 30 to 45, 30, 15 seconds. Yep.
Oh, Matt, this
It's a nice chop.
Finely chopped. Did you say finely chopped? Was that
Pretty
what you would
finely
say?
chopped, yeah. That's
Very
about enough of
interesting.
that. Yep.
Can I try a piece?
Here.
You can just take it
Oh,
from him.
sorry.
It's
really,
it's
yeah,
good.
really
it's
good.
from the farm.
It's a really deep flavored lettuce.
Now, Matt,
Yes.
I've known you for a while. We've been friendly since freshman year.
Quite friendly, yes.
And if I remember correctly, you lived in Talcott sophomore year, and
I did,
you
in fact.
treated your closet as a spice rack. Is that correct?
I've been known to do that on occasion. Yeah.
So in sophomore year is when you.
In the year sophomore.
Interesting.
Sophomore year.
Interesting. But you weren't always into cooking, were you?
No.
Because you're a jazz major, a jazz something.
Jazz.
Jazz saxophone.
Jazz. Yeah, jazz. Yeah.
Interesting. And so when did this all start? When did the interest in cooking start?
Well, you know, one day I just woke up and I felt something different. I woke up and I felt a different physical sensation. A seed had been planted inside of me, that passion for cooking, you know, and that seed has just grown and grown and grown, and I've harnessed that, and here I am today.
Amazing. Amazing. Now, what are you doing to this carrot?
I'm peeling it. I'm peeling it.
A little known fact about me: I don't think I've ever cooked. So this is new for me, and it's very informative, and I'm learning a lot here. So that's what you would call peeling it.
And what is that machine you're
Peel.
using?
A good peel.
A nice peeler.
Peeler,
Yeah.
Got it.
A peeler.
Would you care to try?
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, while she's doing that, Matt, I had a question. How would you say your jazz music influenced? You okay?
I think so.
I'm
Okay.
fine.
I think
Oh,
I'm
I'm
okay.
fine.
I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm
Here
fine.
we go. Are we trying to
I'm
collect
okay.
these scraps?
What was that, Luke?
Sorry. Do you think your jazz music really influences your cooking, or vice versa, or how do those correlate in your life?
Very interesting question.
Do you want to continue doing this while you answer?
So, music influences my cooking in numerous ways, and I will detail one of those for you. Jazz is heavily based on improvisation, and my cooking is as well. You know, I try to not cook with menus. I internalize the interactions of the flavors, you know, the textures, all of those different elements, just like pitch, tone, rhythm. And instead of using recipes or charts as music, I just enter the situation. I enter it very passionately. I enter it passionately, and I just use my instincts.
Very, very.
I harness my instincts. Yes.
Thorough.
Yes.
All right. So what are we gonna do next, Matt?
Nothing with these peeled carrots.
Nothing?
Actually, nothing with the peels.
Okay.
Nothing with the peels.
All right.
If
Oh, we peeled it so that we can cut it.
we're gonna cut it. Yes.
The dirty part.
Interesting.
I'm on it.
I'm learning so much.
We're gonna julienne these carrots.
Oh, what does that mean?
Julienne is a small slice of even proportions.
Whoa.
We're gonna get
my
this
God.
in nice
Oh
little
my
matchsticks. The julienne is the matchstick cut.
Now, why is it called that? Because it looks like a matchstick. Is that right?
Julienne is actually called, the cut of julienne is called that because it was the wife of the late King Louis VI. And she loved her vegetables cut into thin strips. So we honor her by cutting it in this manner. Yes, yes we do. Just like this.
Very nice.
So we've got that julienne cut to remember her.
So is there anything else I can be helping with here?
If you wouldn't mind peeling the thick skin of this orange, it's going to be a beautiful garnish.
Okay. Well, I'm not
You
sure
can
if I
use the
actually.
knife if
Do you
you
want to
will.
do it? You can do it. So Matt. So what's the orange for? Give us a clue as to what that orange is for.
We're gonna finish the salad with a nice squeeze of orange juice, and that will come later.
Interesting. You've heard of lemon on a salad.
We actually have an exotic ingredient. This is called a kiwi, and we're gonna use some of this for textural contrast within the salad. You know, most people take the skin off of the kiwi, but I'm in fact gonna leave it on for a nice fuzzy mouthfeel to contrast the lettuce in this salad. We're gonna dice it up nice and small.
Is that
This
safe?
skin-on kiwi is gonna go right into the salad. Drop it right in there. Boom, boom, bam.
Is boom
Right
your
in there.
thing?
Boom, bam.
So now you're telling me that the fuzzy skin of a kiwi is safe to eat, because that's not something I knew.
Yes, it actually has the benefits of omega-3s and complex protein chain amalgamations that you will enjoy.
All right. I mean, you're the expert. You are the expert. I'm gonna throw these in here. Oh.
Please throw them in. Throw them in.
Boom.
And to finish it off, we're gonna use a fine Danish blue cheese.
Oh.
And they come in crumbles. You've seen them in crumbles. But we're gonna double crumble it right now. We're gonna double crumble it.
Double crumble.
Yeah, see? See we get that? We're just gonna double crumble it. We're gonna apply the heat of my hands.
It's kind of more
to
of a...
activate the flavor compounds. Would you mind getting a little of that off my hands? I can't.
Sure.
It's a little slippery.
Use the spoon. I would use the spoon.
It's more of a paste.
Yes, it's a crumbled paste. All right, a little more I think would be great.
All
yeah.
right. And then I think we'll be ready to go with this. Is that correct?
Is that?
You crumble that.
All right.
You crumble it nice and good. Nice and good.
Beautiful, beautiful. We've got some paper towels there if you want to use one.
Okay.
Okay. Great, and I'm going to finish off with the squeeze. Now, how would you
Please.
suggest I do that?
Just dig in.
Do you like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full throttle.
Oh, God.
I'll catch it in this.
Finish it with a nice bit of citrus to balance out the fattiness of the cheese and the grassiness of the lettuce. Yeah, that is beautiful. That is just beautiful.
Thank you. I think that's enough. There's a whole rest of an orange
That is
here,
a fine spring salad showcasing our farmers market ingredients, isn't it, guys?
Amazing. Just amazing. All right. So, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we are going to eat this salad. Great.
Sometimes life can be unexpected, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for everything that life has to throw at me. You couldn't throw something that I would not be ready for.
Every day is a new day. Really, every day is a single new day. There are weeks and there are months and there are days and there are hours and there are seconds.
It can be hard to do it all year on, but I mean, are we ever really alone? Like, I have all these potatoes. Potatoes are my friends, and if the potatoes are here, then I'm not alone.
New situations are awkward, and I need a little something. I need a little something.
Introducing Women's Cocaine. Women's Cocaine is the same heart-racing boost as regular cocaine, now for women.
When I used women's cocaine, I feel like I could do anything I want. I could literally do anything I want. I could open a cheese shop. I could open a chain of cheese shops. I could open a bunch of shops that people would come in and give me money, and then they would get my product. My product could be featured on Oprah. It could be featured on Martha Stewart. It could be featured on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. I could be featured. I could be the musical guest, and I could write a whole book about it, and then I could sign autographs at Barnes & Noble, and people would line up around the whole block because they want to see me. They want to see my work.
Women's
My work is the
Cocaine.
best thing.
Imagine the possibilities.
All right, so now we've got our finished, beautiful salad over here, ready to eat. While we were away, we made a couple adjustments, and we're gonna put some dressing on it.
We're gonna dress the salad with a fine homemade vinaigrette. You know, you really just need to be simple with vinaigrette. Oil, some vinegar, maybe a little mustard to bind that up. We're just gonna dress it nice and light. We're gonna dress it nice and light over here. Nice and light.
All right.
We're gonna dress it nice and light with the dressing. You know. It's gonna be nice and light dressing over here.
Delicious.
And it'll be great. Let's just enjoy it. The products of Mother Nature. Let us engage.
All right.
Okay.
I guess we don't have silverware.
I'll take a kiwi piece. Tastes like blue cheese and kiwi.
That is
Thank you,
good.
Mother Nature, for the beautiful ingredients.
Oh, and thank
Bless
you,
you.
Matt Segall, for coming here and cooking us food. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Well, wasn't that a hoot? All right, it's time for the talent portion. Are you ready? Fantastic. Okay, can we put our hands together for Clayton and the conservative boys, or an assemblage of them?
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, thank you. It's my first time, so don't laugh. All right, so. Everybody clap your hands. All right. Love, let me stop and count all the ways I do. It's time to stop the rumors. I'm not gay. All the time, somebody's trying to tell me the way I should be, but they know nothing about me or my way. Everybody wants you. I can see why. Could anybody refuse? They could be blind. If I could get to know you, would you keep me in mind? But I understand, you know the value of what you have and who you are. Why wasting time with these consumers they can't pay? Ooh, I'll take you where you want to and treat you right. My patience is a virtue. Anytime, let's continue, or even service, you got my time, never a limit. I cooked you dinner, so sit right down, ready in a minute. Take off your shoes, relax your feet. You're gonna leave all your worries. this is your retreat. Now lay back and close your eyes. You're the girl with the wings, so open them up and fly. Yeah, open and fly. Do that for me. 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 Do that for me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Clayton and the Conservative Boys. I want to thank you everybody for coming today. Thank you to Cate Battey from Wilder Voice, Matt Segall from Cooking, to the SCO staff, tip your bartenders, please. To Devin and Taylor in the booth, thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you during commencement. Thanks.